is so nice to meet you guys, but I got to be honest, some of you sound like you're still drunk from Thanksgiving. Wow. Well, if you do go out in Times Square after the show, just be careful. A lot of these women have a drumstick. That one was for the tourists, okay? Let's just say you don't have to wait until New Year's to see the ball drop, okay? But welcome to Fox News Saturday Night, man. Yeah. We have such a phenomenal lineup tonight. Former Saturday Night Live superstar Joe Piscopo in the house. Yeah. I love Joe so much. He, of course, rose to fame alongside Eddie Murphy, right? Became a household name all over the country. And then they stopped booking him because he voted for Trump. I'm kidding. It's not true. Joe was actually at and appeared on the SNL 50th anniversary show, which means he probably still has some cocaine on his tuxedo. Of course, my staff does not do cocaine. They just like the smell of it. We've also got Fox superstars Brian Brenberg and Gianno Caldwell in the house, as well as former beauty queen Justine Brooke Murray. That's a real thing. Whoa. Yeah. Justine was voted Miss Central New Jersey, and that was not easy because she had to beat out a girl named Ralph. Stop it. At normal beauty pageants, though, the girls have, like, the sashes that tell you where they're from, like Miss Texas or Miss Florida. Jersey beauty queens wear a sash that says, mind your business. But we are psyched to have her here, and we're psyched to have you here as we officially start the holiday season. Now, I know a lot of people are worried about overeating during the month of December. The good news is we have a president who's not afraid to talk about weight loss.
Like an Ozempic or I call it the fat pill or the fat drug. Sometimes it works, I guess, for people. The ones I've seen, it hasn't worked so well. I got a lot of friends, they're fat. They said, yeah, I lost some weight. I said, you don't look it to me.
Think of the insanity we are living in right now. We have never had a president talk like presidential quotes used to be, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself, or ask not what your country can do for you, but you can do for your country. And then Trump's like, yeah, my fat friends took the fat shot. They're still fat. I don't know. It's crazy. I grew up in the 80s worshiping Ronald Reagan, whose most iconic quote was telling Mr. Gorbachev to tear down a wall, and I ended up with a president who told people to build one, you know? What a time to be alive. But President Trump has given every American a lot to be thankful for this year, mainly the fact that Kamala didn't win. Let's be honest. I mean, nothing against her. This is not that kind of show. I know she would have been our first female president. She also would have been our first president to get paid in boxed wine, okay? Did you see her interview on The View this fall? Like, yeah, that whole thing, it was such an insane spectacle. And it started out weird because Joy Behar was late getting into the studio. So she had to, like, run in at the last second. Take a look.
What the
Stop it. But for real, Kamala sat down and claimed that this past election was the closest election of the 21st century, which is not even remotely close to being true. She lost the popular vote, all 7 swing states, and when you look at the map, Trump won 2,500 American counties. She won 500, okay? Saying Trump and Kamala had the closest election is like saying OJ and Nicole had the closest relationship, you know? But here she is rambling about it on The View, and nobody even fact checks her. Watch.
It is the closest presidential race in the 21st century in terms of the outcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, say that again, because he likes to say over and over again he's got a mandate.
Okay, everybody just nods their head, and then Ana Navarro says that Trump didn't get a mandate. And let's face it, if anybody knows about not having any mandates, it's the chicks on The View. Jimmy's all worked up. So you can be thankful Kamala didn't win, because that would mean a Texas Democrat like Jasmine Crockett might be in charge of the border. If you're not familiar, Jasmine Crockett sounds like Cardi B's dumber sister, Cardi D. Here she is explaining Einstein immigration visas. I just want you to watch this.
Let me tell you how you receive an Einstein visa. You're supposed to have some sort of significant achievement, like being awarded a Nobel Peace Prize or a Pulitzer, being an Olympic medalist, or having other sustained extraordinary abilities and success in sciences, arts, education, business, or athletics. Last time I checked, the First Lady had none of those accolades under her belt. It doesn't take an Einstein to see that the math ain't mathin' here.
Okay, that's Jasmine Crockett saying the math ain't mathin'. The only problem is nobody wants immigration advice from a chick whose English ain't Englishin', you know? But stick with me, because I'm not here to bash Democrats on a holiday weekend. People are watching with their family. In fact, I actually want to applaud President Biden, who took time out to call his supporters on Thanksgiving night. Oh, the old Biden talking into a turkey leg gag. It works well on Thanksgiving because it shows you dinner and dessert. You got the turkey leg in the hand, plus his brain is pudding. So, come on, Jimmy. But in all honesty, the politician I'm most thankful for is Louisiana Senator John Kennedy, okay? Right? This guy has done a better job of making politics understandable than anybody. Listen to him explaining the most complex economic issue in the world, which is tariffs. Are you ready?
Tariffs are like whiskey. A little whiskey under the right circumstances can be refreshing. Too much whiskey under the wrong circumstances, and you end up drunk as a goat.
And that makes perfect sense to me, because nobody wants to end up drunk as a goat, you know? Although as a former cab driver, I can tell you, still way better than what some of my old coworkers like to do with goats, okay? Yeah, they put the horn in horny. Oh, man. But the truth is, no matter what party you vote for, we can all be glad that we didn't take our kids to gymnastics lessons at CNN. Watch.
Oh, Jesus.
Luckily, the guy was okay, but I haven't seen a CNN host look away that fast since Jeffrey Toobin logged on the Zoom, you know? Toobin's not a big Thanksgiving guy. He likes to celebrate Palm Sunday. Okay, Jimmy, let's go. Of course. No, don't you stop. Stop. Don't applaud that. Of course, if you spend a lot of time on the internet, you know that jumping jacks are now the hottest workout trend in the world. Watch this. And I think I speak for everyone when I say, what the is that? Over in France, a guy set a Guinness World Record for the most consecutive burning jumping jacks. That's the only Guinness World Record that began with a guy drinking too much Guinness, you know? But oddly enough, lighting yourself on fire and doing jumping jacks is not the dumbest thing of the year that happened in France. Do you remember that big robbery at the Louvre where they stole $100 million worth of jewelry? Well, it turns out the Wi-Fi password at the Louvre was Louvre, for real. True story, read the Daily Mail headline. Quote, you can't make it up. Post-heist report reveals the password for the Louvre's video surveillance was Louvre. Guys, the most expensive museum in the world used its name as the password. That's like being in charge of an adult website and making your login 696969. This is why nobody respects the French. They're a bunch of arrogant, chain-smoking, anti-deodorant morons, okay? Seriously, their president was here for United Nations Week, and the cops made him walk to his embassy because the streets were closed for Trump. Do you remember this? Macron couldn't get through the barricades, so he called Trump. Here he is on the phone. Watch.
How are you? Guess what? I'm awaiting the street because everything is frozen for you.
Yo, folks, Any person who has ever driven a car in the history of New York City gets to a street closure and argues with the cop to go through. I don't care if it's a fire, a crane collapse, like King Kong could be climbing the Empire State Building and at least one car would pull up and be like, hey, officer, you gotta let me through, I'm going to the tunnel this way. Don't worry about the ape, I got your banana right here, pal, you know? And that's just the women from Staten Island. They don't care. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's right. Jimmy insults everybody. That's how comedy works. But Macron pulls up to this roadblock as the president of France, who's going to the French embassy with a full military escort, and he just gives up and walks like a total okay? And the worst part is he got heckled by a guy in a 1982 Toyota Corolla that was missing one headlight and didn't have any hubcaps, which was crazy, but it was nice to see the president of Venezuela again, you know. But long story short, I think President Trump summed up the French the best.
They don't know what the they're doing.
Of course, back here in America, another thing we can all be thankful for is the fact that we didn't have a birthday party this weekend at Chuck E. Cheese, because that could have been awkward for your kids. Watch this video.
539, we have 1 to 10. Does this come off, man? Does this just come off the top? I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, man, yo! That's an actual Chuck E. Cheese that got arrested for credit card fraud, and I don't think he'll ever get out because the judge set bail at 5 million of those tiny tickets. Just gotta rip them in. And to make matters worse, even if he does make bail, whoever picks him up has to use that claw machine to get him out. He's in there for life. But this video does show you how much tougher Americans are than the rest of the world, because no matter what's going on here, someone's willing to fight for it, okay? Watch as this Chuck E. Cheese is being handcuffed. A random mom just starts yelling at the cops like they're the bad guys. Watch this.
He's a criminal. What would you like to know?
I would like y'all to walking out the door with some coat and all these currency and somebody like Chuck E. Cheese. Would y'all put Mickey Mouse in handcuffs?
Yeah, so she goes, would y'all put Mickey Mouse in handcuffs? As if there's not an actual person inside the costume. Like, that's how you know they're drinking too much beer at Chuck E. Cheese these days. Like, I get that saying the optics are bad, but lady, they're not arresting a character, they're arresting a criminal, you know? They're the cops, not the fashion police, you know? Nobody wants their community protected by a bunch of cops who go, you're under arrest, but not in that sweater.
Please subscribe to our official channel, USA News, and stay with us to get the latest daily updates from around the world. Stay healthy, stay informed, and live your life beautifully. This is USA News Today, bringing you truth and clarity every day.